Let's start making our bread. So this is half cup of water and milk mixture. I have warmed up water and milk both. Now we will add this in a large bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of yeast. Mix this well and let it rest for 10 minutes. By the time our yeast mixture is resting, let's prepare dry ingredients. This is 2 cups of all-purpose flour, that is maida. We will add 1 teaspoon of milk powder. I have taken Amul milk powder. Into that we will add half teaspoon of salt. This is our dry mixture. The yeast has been resting for 10 minutes. Now you can see it has risen beautifully. If your yeast mixture doesn't look like this, then start over. Otherwise your bread will not turn out good. So after this we will add our dry ingredients, that was all-purpose flour, maida, salt and milk powder. Start kneading. This will all come together in a minute, so keep kneading it and make a dough. If you feel your dough is not coming together, then add some water, warm water, little by little, and then make a dough. Till this stage I have added 1/3 cup of water. I am not going to add more. I will keep kneading it, and don't worry if it is sticking. Do not add dry flour. See, now my dough is ready. I felt it was a bit stiff, so I added 3 tablespoons of water in it. Making dough depends on the flour. So in different region there are different type of flours. So you might need more water, you might need less water. So it would be good if you add just a little bit of water and try to make a dough. It should be soft, not very soft, but like this. We will now rest this dough for about 20 minutes, and then we will add some oil and knead it again. Cover this dough and let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes. So this dough is resting for 15 minutes. Now I will add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm just going to eyeball it and knead it for some time. I kneaded the dough for 5 minutes. Now cover it with a damp towel and let it rest for half an hour. The dough has been resting for 30 minutes and it has beautifully risen. It got double in size. So the place where I live is very warm. The temperature is very high over here, so the dough gets risen in half an hour. But if you live in a colder region, it might take more time. You can let it rest for 45 minutes to 1 hour. Don't let it rest more than 1 hour. Now we will knead this. My favorite part of making bread is this: punching out the air from the dough. Shape this into our loaf. Grease your tray first, and then we will put our loaf on the tray. You can grease it with oil, olive oil or butter, anything is fine. I divided my dough into half and then I flatten it with my hand like this, pressing and flatten it. Now we will make a roll from here and then pinch it. Close the open part, pinch it from here and here. And now we will put this on our grease tray. Now my both loaf are ready and shaped. I will grease it with oil and let it rest for half an hour, or by the time it gets double. Grease it well so it doesn't get dry on top. Cover it and let it rest. The loaf has been resting for 30 minutes and it has risen beautifully. It has got double in size. Now this will go in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes on 180 degrees. Now I have kept hot water in a bowl, and the reason is it will get very tender from inside and crusty on the top. That is the reason we are putting hot water while it is baking. You can brush this loaf with butter, but I see there is a lot of oil on top of it, so I'm not going to brush it with anything. It's been 25 minutes and I open my oven to check. See, the back of the loaf has got dark color and the front one has not, so I'm going to flip it and then again put it back inside until it is done. Look at the perfect bake and the perfect color. So as soon as it comes out of the oven, brush it with butter, so this will stay crusty and inside it will be very soft, and then let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes and then you are ready to have your bread loaf. See, it didn't stick in the back, you can see. Look how good it is roasted on both the side. I will cut this and show you. Look at this, doesn't it look perfect? I have cut horizontally because I'm going to make a sandwich, like a sub sandwich out of it, but you can cut vertically and have a bruschetta out of it, or make a breakfast toast or bean on toast, or just toast it and have it with pasta. There are n number of ways to have this bread.